Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you. What about you?
I'm also good. And as we waited for this conversation for a very
Mhm,
long time,
mhm.
and I would say that I'm fortunate that I got you for this conversation, and let's see that where we are going to take it. And I expect a
Actually, it
lot.
is my pleasure
Hmm.
to
Yes.
be in your conversation.
Thank
It's
you very much.
really nice.
So, hmm, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah. So as you know, my name is Ajit, and I belong to Agra, Uttar Pradesh. My education, I have completed my education from Agra University. I and after that, actually, if I talk about my little bit family background, that my father was in the government sector and my brother is an engineer. He works in multinational company right now. And if I talk about my education, as I told that I did my graduation from Agra University, and then I helped my father in his business. Apart from because my father had a government job. Now, I mean, a few years back he got retirement. Then he did his business, and I was helping my father in his business. But it did not go in the right direction. We did not get the fruit which we wanted, so we had to shut it down. So that was the small journey, and then I decided, just like my father, that I need to go and prepare for the government exam. So I'm here. I'm preparing for the government exam. Though it was not my choice at first, but I thought it's good because I think that the government job will suit me the best because I need a job where I have, without any uh, without any trouble or without because I consider myself a little bit lazy. I need a job where I mean the job I mean there's a term called sinecure, right?
Yes, Seneca.
So
You want a Seneca. I knew it.
yeah. I thought it's good to have that one. So that's why I'm preparing for the government job. Let's hope that I'll make it.
Yes,
That's
I,
it.
I wish you luck for that. But at the same time, this is uncommon to hear that a person who was trying his hands with private sector, or
Mhm.
you were running your father's business, you were
Mhm.
trying to be the helping hand. Now you are completely in a different direction.
Yeah,
You are
absolutely.
preparing for government examinations. How come you brought that shift in you, and how easy or how tough it was for you?
So I think first, as I told that it was not my choice, and it happened just because the business which was being run by my father was not going well.
Hmm.
Uh, that was the reason that made me think that okay, I should change or I should shift my profession because I was helping my father. I did not have that much interest in that uh, because of the family business. That's why I was helping him. And I always wanted to have the job, as I told you, that job has to be sinecure. Uh, so that's why, and very often because in my family background, if I look, I look back and found out that all my Tauji and Bade Papa and all that, they all had the government jobs. Uh, so I don't know, it seeded me in that way that I should go for the government job. So that's why I'm preparing. Importantly, that I also like the the power it comes with the government jobs. Nobody can deny that. And of course, nowadays, if you are in the government job or you secure the good designation in the government sector, that definitely you will have the money also. So that's
Money,
why,
power, and respect you get from people.
yeah, respect, obviously
And
respect, because yeah, because wherever you go, if somebody is working in the private sector and somebody is working in the government sector, whether he is a clerk or a big officer, Even if somebody is a clerk, he will be respected more than the person who is working in the private
Yes.
sector.
Or the CEO of that organization, because
Yeah.
his his father would think, okay, his job can be taken any moment, he can get the pink slip any moment, so we have this
Absolutely.
insecurity. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, because we have actually this is we all have witnessed that the moment COVID-19 hit in our country, uh, we have seen that uh, many of the employees who were working in the private sector, they were just kicked out. Company did not think about them twice. So that's why I also, yeah, I forgot to mention this thing when I saw this thing that people, I mean, people who are working, who have been working in the company for more than 5 years, 6 years, 8 years, 10 years, they have been kicked out from the company. I mean, the moment you need your employer to be your side, they they just leave you behind. This is the sad reality and the harsh reality at the same time.
Right. But as you said that after getting the retirement, your
Hmm.
father ventured in business. So is it good? Do you also have the same plan after retirement? Have you thought that far, that once you get the retirement, you would also try something like this? Why I'm asking this question? Next year, my father is also going to retire,
Hmm.
and we also have some plans. Actually, he has some plans that he wants to do something. He wants to run his own business. Either
Hmm.
it could be in property dealing or in something else.
Hmm.
So how do you see that? That should we go for that, or should people continue working somewhere after the retirement, or after retirement you just chill out, you just need to take a chill pill and forget about everything. Go to village, start living, go for farming and all.
I mean, if I talk about my personal thinking, then I would definitely, because I would definitely go for the, you know, chill pill and go for relaxing thing. Because I feel that you have already worked enough. I mean, 30 to 40 years you have given your time to a particular job. Now this is the time where you should do those things which you actually which you sacrificed, no matter you sacrificed for your family or your relatives or anyone. You did not live your life at the level which you actually wanted to live your life when you were a kid or the adult. Ki, once I have that money, then I'll do this thing, and I'll learn this. For example, I always wanted to learn the classical music. I like the football also when I was in the school. So, but these things I had to leave just because I had to leave the football just because my father did not want me to go in that direction. And for my music, if I say that because of my study again, I had to leave that in large. So I feel ki once you did everything, now it's your it's your uh, I would say ending days, and you should worry less. You should let yourself worry less. You know,
I think it is
uh,
because once you are a graduate, that point
hmm,
of time, life takes the different turn.
hmm,
And what you do before graduation, that is completely acceptable. After that, you are not allowed to stay idle. You are not
hmm,
allowed to waste your time. This is the thing that we all need to understand. After that, you have to be very serious. As you said, you have to be uneasy about your future, that
hmm,
why things are not happening according to me. And after graduation, if you give time for that competitive examinations, make sure that within 3 years or within 5 years, you must get that job, depending on
hmm.
your level, how you study,
Absolutely.
or
Hmm,
what examination you are preparing for, what exam that you are preparing for, whether it is for
hmm, hmm,
UPSC, for D group, or for anything.
hmm.
You should have the target. You should not procrastinate things after graduation. Otherwise, it is too late and you only have regret, nothing else.
Absolutely. And Of course, once your father is old and you are uh, adult enough where you need to earn, so how can you let your father say
Hmm.
that, uh, Papa, you go and earn? I mean, I understand people. I mean, people do not think in that way that I should let my father work, but still, father, they are fathers. They think that, okay, if my son is not earning well enough, then I should be a helping hand. So what's wrong in that? But at the same time, that I think once I have the good job or not in the good job, I will not let my father work. If my father actually wants something, that okay, I should try my hand. Uh, Sorry, I should try my hand in this thing because I wanted to try and I never tried. Then I would definitely let my father do.
Hmm.
For example, if my father wants to have a business of anything, then I would say that's completely fine with me. That I will leave the choice to my father.
Right. Yes, you are absolutely correct. As long as we are interested, or as long as our parents are interested in working, we should not stop them. Otherwise, they'll start to have multiple problems in their lives. Sometimes they are going to have some health issues.
Hmm.
And it happens if someone is a working professional, if someone had a routine to follow, if someone used to wake up very early in the morning, he used to go to work. All of a sudden, when these things do stop, then life becomes humdrum, because every time you have the same thing to do and you don't like staying home all the time. We must do that, as I said, and it also depends on your interest. Okay, let's not get into this very much. I want to know, how long have you been living in Delhi? Coming from UP, now you are in Delhi. How do you match, like, cop up with it?
Well, I think as I told that I belong to Agra, and it's not far away from here. So I think the culture, if I talk about the cultural things, so I mean, I don't see any difference, much differences. The language we speak there, the same language people are speaking here, and so when I came here, I think in 2000, I think 2021, when the Corona thing was about to break.
Hmm.
Uh, at that time I came, uh, and I have seen one thing, that if people from Bihar, people from Uttar Pradesh, they usually come here and they wanted to grow over here. And the people from Bihar and Uttar Pradesh, they want to have such jobs like IAS, IPS, and SSC jobs. I mean, they are mad about it.
Yes.
Seriously, and I have seen people. They are really. I mean, that's true. They are really hard working people. I have seen people who don't have, you know, cooler, and obviously they don't have ACs, and the environment they are living in. This is completely, I would say, this class bounded. I mean, there is no ventilation in the buildings, and they are sweating inside. So life is not very easy for them, but still they are working hard. And people who get selected from here, they get really happy. And let me come back to the come back to the point where you said that how did I cope up. So
Hmm.
I think I never thought in that way that I coped up, just because I felt really easy, because my brother who lives in Bahadurgarh. So whenever I felt uneasy, I just used to go
Hmm.
to my brother's place, and I had enjoy. So so it's
So
not,
that's how you manage.
yeah,
That's
it
how.
was not tough.
Hmm, coping with things is easy for you.
Yeah.
And one more thing is there. People, as you said, there is no question about it. People who
Mhm.
come from Bihar, people who come from UP, or people who have this mindset that we are going to Delhi for just the sake of preparation. I have
Mhm.
seen this. They come, they always leave their homes, and they say that okay, we will come back after getting a job. I have seen this. Many people are distracted here whenever they come because of the
Mm,
lifestyle of Delhi,
mhm,
especially when it comes to GTP Nagar, this Mukherjee
mm,
Nagar Palace place. Sorry.
mm,
And what happens? Looking at the limelight, looking at the lifestyle of Delhi, especially at night, what happens? People are very
mhm,
much into wrong things. People
mhm,
often go astray. They are into
mhm,
drinking, they are into smoking. That is their personal thing. But as long as they were in the village, they never ever did it. Once they come out and they feel that okay, there is no one to clip their wings, they have a
mhm,
free hand to do everything. So
mhm.
for you, how do you see that? Do you also feel that now I have a free hand? I must try smoking, drinking. I should have this person in my life, and I can give this particular, or I can procrastinate things. Next year I can prepare. I know my capacity. This year I'm not prepared. Next year I should go for it. So how do you deal with it?
Uh, so that's true. People who come here from outside, uh, they actually get distracted. But again, I would say this is we cannot generalize this thing. And people who have the more inclination towards the bad things, they will do. No
Yes.
matter how hard you make them understand, they will never understand. I have seen people just a few minutes back I was talking about. I have seen people who work really hard, uh, and they suffered a lot, and they get a job, they get a
Hmm.
good job. But at the same time, you are right, and I feel that why people do this, why people get go astray, just because when you bind people too much, when the
Hmm.
separation is at the utmost level, then I think when you see that now you have a free hand, now you can do anything, now you can speak anything, you can go anywhere, nobody is going to restrict you. Or I'm also including women also, because when I have seen when women uh, come here, they um, in the very beginning they wear the salwar kurta and all that stuff. But
Okay.
after 6 months and the 1 year, they just change drastically. The appearance get completely changed. The talking style, the conversation, and everything you can. The appearance of obviously the appearance get changed. Uh, so that is, and because just because women are, I have seen that women is very much,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? So that is why when women come out and they just whenever they find a free hand, whenever they feel that okay, I'm liberated or something, I can do anything, then they just go and do whatever they want to do. But at the same time, because if you have the right values from your families, then I think because as my father always told me that uh, don't drink or otherwise everything is fine, because once you get into the alcohol thing na, it because and actually I don't know where these things actually inculcated me. I really don't know, but I have seen people in my family also who used to be in the alcoholic thing, and and they just did very mischievous things. They were very notorious, and after drinking alcohol they did the things which I think no human being can do. So that's
Hmm.
why I had a different feeling for those people who actually drink. So I when I came out, I was surrounded by such students. I mean, 2 years back I was surrounded by such a student who actually completely were into drinking, but I never drank. But I believe, I always believe in that you should not be ascetic or something all the time. You should at least try,
Try
because
everything.
I have, yeah, try everything, but you know, because I just forgot the proverb over here. There was not proverb, actually there was a quote by a scholar, uh, because I just forgot it. So it says that just try and then deny.
Hmm.
How can you make the judgments without doing anything, without trying anything? So I tried once alcohol. I really did not like it. uh, I mean, if I liked it anyhow, even then I would not try it further,
Hmm.
because if somewhere or the other in my head that it's not good, because I have seen people suffering. So that's why I will never ever do it. So that's why I never did it after that.
Right.
So this is the family values, I would say.
Yes. And I think, yes, you are fortunate. You have not changed this habit of yours. Many people come in, as you said, talking about girls, and it was wrong to say women. They might be offended knowing this, that you are saying women, because they do consider themselves girls. Even if there is an old lady, if you call her aunt mistakenly, she'll be after your life and she'll say, do I look like an aunt to you? So keeping this thing in mind, yes, what I feel, as long as they are successful, they do have the right. But what they do, they usually forget their motto. They come here with a motto to get a government job, no matter what. And once I was also preparing for it, I used to go to one of the best teachers, and he was SS Bharti sir. I used to take mathematics classes from him. I was always astounded to see the crowd. I would say in one batch there used to be more or less 2 or 3 thousand students, and there were many rooms to have classes. He used to be in one room where it was a Herculean task to be the part of his class. People used to sit somewhere else, and we used to have the screen. From there, we used
Okay,
to
the
get the
classes were
class.
being conducted through the projector.
Yes. And
Okay.
at the same time, I would say 7 or 8 rooms were booked, or they were occupied for his classes for the same
Mhm.
timing. From there, I thought, okay, I would also be like him. Is there any role model in your life that you feel you take care? Bye.
Same here, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bye.